culture that is a combination between Theravada Buddhism and local beliefs as a nectar. And the Khmer monks play a very important role in Khmer society. Khmer monks also practice traditional way of Theravada Buddhism, and every morning they go to the Khmer village to get the offering from the Khmers in village. And nowadays, a lot of Khmer monks, they don't study the sacred texts with their master in the village monastery. There was a scene to the big city to study at university, and someone study in Southeast Asian country. But when they come back to their village, they don't change their society so much, and they want to keep traditional values as a one of the point. They keep their nation different with the other nation. The Khmer monks, they also brought to the Western knowledge, but the result that is how to apply Theravada Buddhism to their nation, and how to conserve the traditional value. That is very important for the Khmer monks' duty. So there was a request by community, and then sometimes the government want to do something with the Khmer people, they must get advice from the monks first. Yeah, there's some photo you see here. The Khmer farmer offer food for Khmer monks, and the Khmer Buddhist temple is so beautiful, and with the architect is a combine between the modern architect and traditional architects.
The modern medicine and the connection between the Buddhist doctrine. You might be wondering, what is this Buddhist doctrine and where is this modern medicine? The modern medicine, what is the aim of the modern medicine? It is to mitigate suffering. What is the aim of, why did Siddhartha Gautama walk out of the palace? Why did he renounce it all? To find a solution to suffering. So this is the commonality between the Buddhist doctrine and the modern medicine. There are more commonalities than differences. And in fact, during my past 10-15 years of research in medicine as well as in neurosciences, what I think, or what most of the neuroscientists and most of the physicians think, is that it is the neuroscience or the modern medicine that can fetch from the Buddhist doctrine, if only we can dwell deep into that.
Once by way of current actions and interactions. If it's 5 minutes, I have discussed all the consciousness of Buddhism. The types Madam was saying, I have discussed all the types of consciousness, which may not be, it's too difficult to go there. So then I'll discuss a little bit about last type of consciousness, and I'll go to my conclusion. Both consciousness and the psychic factor of consciousness are mental, though they have different characteristics. Whenever a man notices a change in chitta, consciousness, the cetasika can be experienced. Sightness and generosity and cetasika, though they have different characteristics, a man may notice as well the change from attachment to aversion, from pleasure feeling to unpleasant feeling. The feeling is cetasika, which is experienced by man. Thus, different kinds of feeling arises with different consciousness, and they fall away immediately.
So far, I have not really understood central claims of Buddhism as they should be relevant for cognitive science. Because so far it is computationalism or more contemporary psychological descriptions of mental events and with some brain sciences. We have decoded brain activity, but we do not know how mental events emerge from brain activity. We do not know how agency, subjectivity, phenomenal experiences emerge from brain activity. And this gulf remains. If traditions help us to understand this gulf to some extent, then we should look at them. And I made a comment that we should read the proposals in the language in which it was described, not in translations. So there should be more effort actually in strengthening the linguistic aspect of understanding of this knowledge than mere transfer of it at a superficial level. Because our students are never trained. I can tell you that all the 10 universities that are running cognitive science or neuroscience program in India do not have a course on Indian philosophy or any tradition of Buddhism.
Then they entered this part of Bengal, and this area, especially this area known as Chattogram. This is the southeastern part of Bangladesh, and it is on the shore of Bay of Bengal. And there is a port, and it has been working since pre-Christian era. And this is earlier, in the early medieval period, this place was known as Horikala. That Horikala was a Buddhist kingdom. There was a Buddhist kingdom, and a distinct art style was created, invented over there. And I will show you all those things. And you can see here the location. And this is Lucknow. My friend Ananda Singh is over there. His place is the Lucknow, and here Professor Siddhartha's place is also over there. However, so this is Horikala. Horikala actually, yes. Now present day Chattogram was earlier known as Horikala. Horikala. That place, actually there are some places in early medieval period in Bengal, that is Shomotot, Horikala, Bongo, and some other places.
It's two emotions. That requires, as I noted before, allocentric thinking. If I'm just thinking about myself, my own pain, I'm not sympathetic. And I think that sympathy and empathy, being able to understand the pain of others and feel the pain, empathy, feel the pain of others, makes us way more sensitive. Again, the balance between egocentric, our own needs, and allocentric is absolutely critical. And if you were here the first day, I think maybe it resides in the retrosplenial cortex. He was the first cognitive scientist. I told Christy, amen, brother, amen. My goodness, he thought of this stuff 2,500 years ago. Incredible. Oh, I also learned when you guys disagree with each other, I've seen this. Somebody talks here and says, no, that's not it. I looked it up. Remember, the standard of all human knowledge is Wikipedia. And that's a joke. And it said there are probably, it estimated 48,000.